is, when I didn't have any means, I was free from wanting. I had everything I wanted, which was nothing. Wasn't that wonderful? To have everything you ever want, which was nothing. Now that is what enlightenment is. Freedom from want. When all your wants are fulfilled. How can you fulfill all your wants? By having no wants. Then you want for nothing. Are you a person who wants for nothing? That has a double meaning, doesn't it? To want for nothing, you should say they're so rich they want for nothing. I want for nothing. Give me nothing. That's what I want, nothing. That means contentment, that means ultimate wealth. A person's ultimately wealthy, they want for nothing. I want for nothing, therefore I must be ultimately wealthy. Now, isn't this an idea of how to get to enlightenment, how to get to peace? Want for nothing. Give up your desires, your craving. How can you get peace and depth in meditation when you want to get something? I want to be mindful. I want to be peaceful. I want to follow my breath. I want. Suffering. So try wanting for nothing. It's like, because I've mentioned all these wonderful stages of meditation, I've mentioned nimittas and jhanas, I mentioned even psychic powers, seeing your past lives. Before I mentioned those things, you were like me as a young monk. You know, when somebody said there's nothing on offer, I didn't want for anything. It's like I've given you 100 baht, what do you want for 100 baht? And you say, jhanas, nimittas, enlightenment. Stop wanting things, throw that away and just be content. The only thing to want is not wanting. To be content. The only thing to desire is the end of desire. You're meditating for peace. You're not meditating to attain something. You're meditating to get rid of things, not to get things. You're meditating to abandon, not to accumulate more possessions. There's something in Buddhism we call spiritual materialism. Just like you accumulate goods in the world, you accumulate a big bank balance, a nice car, a big house and a wonderful family, so that some monks or nuns, yogis, like to accumulate experiences. How many times have you got nimittas? Oh, that's nothing, I've got it more than you. How many? I've got first jhana. Oh, that's nothing, I've got second jhana. Anyone can do first jhana. That's nothing, I've got third. It's spiritual materialism, trying to accumulate things like degrees. I've told everyone on this retreat, at the end of this retreat, I do not give a report card. You do not get graded. A, B, C, D, E and F. Which one is you? F, go on. There is no F grades in this retreat. In this retreat, you are accepted for who you are. You're at peace with who you are. Every moment you accept fully. The door of my heart's open to this moment. Be at peace with this. You're not trying to get anywhere. You're trying to be where you are. So, stop all this desiring business. I want to get somewhere else. I want to get rid of my restless mind. I want to get rid of all these thoughts. I want to get rid of this pain. I want. You just get more and more crazy. And then when you get crazy, you come to me in the interview time and I've got to deal with your craziness. So out of compassion, please give up for me. Please give up all this wanting business. Now, for those of you sitting in the back there, this doesn't apply to you in your life. This is only for meditation. In your life, you've got to want. You've got to work hard. You've got to do your business and make your money. Otherwise, monks like me would never get any ang pao. No, I don't mean that. It all goes for the monasteries anyway. I don't get anything. No, you've got to be able to work to do your business. And as I said yesterday, there is a time to want to put to put effort into whatever you're getting. But when it comes to meditation, that's the time to rest, to do nothing, to go in the opposite direction, to go against the stream of craving. It takes courage to do that. Huge trust, faith and courage. But please know that's what the Buddha did. There's a saying that the Buddha, he crossed the stream without striving, he said. It's one of the, I forget where it actually is. One of the monks was talking to me about it before I left. Without going to the left or the right, without going upstream, without going downstream, without bridging the stream, without striving, I crossed it. Very profound. It means when you're still, when you stop, when you let go, when you stop all this craving business, everything falls into place. Peace upon peace upon peace. You become still. You find this meditation is easy. When the penny drops and you get the trick, you can relax so easily. You don't do anything. Peace comes to you. You don't go to peace. To give you another simile, this is one of my famous similes. Again, this is original to Ajahn Brahm, patented. It's the simile of how the donkey catches the carrot. Now this simile, if you have been to southern Europe, you would understand this simile. Because in those countries, years ago, they used to travel by donkey cart. And they used to carry their goods by donkey carts. Now, since Buddhism came to southern Europe, you don't see donkey carts anymore. Because when the donkeys learned Buddhism, they learned how to catch the carrots. Because what they used to do, they used to put a stick on the back of the cart or the back of the donkey. The stick protruded about 2 feet in front of the donkey's head. On the end of the stick was a string. On the end of the string was a nice juicy carrot. Because donkeys were notoriously stubborn. If you beat them, shouted at them, they would never move. But if you dangled a carrot in front of them, yeah, they'd move for that. And so they'd see a carrot in front of them, so they'd move forward for the carrot. But of course, because they had a stick tied to their back and the carrot was on the end of the stick, when they moved forward, so did the carrot. And that way, the donkeys followed the carrot, and they pulled the cart, and they could go to the destination where the owner wanted. That's like the donkey carts with a carrot, you understand? Now, when Buddhism went to southern Europe, the donkeys, when they learned Buddhism, that trick never worked anymore. The donkeys learned how to catch the carrot. And now I'm going to teach you how to catch the carrot. What does the Buddhist donkey do? He runs like hell after that carrot. You've already been doing that already. You've done that part. Chasing the carrot as fast as you can. Now, ordinary donkeys can do that. Christian donkeys, Muslim, atheist donkeys, but the Buddhist donkey knows how to stop. So the donkey's going as fast as it possibly can, and then the donkey suddenly stops. Let go. What happens when you stop? That carrot goes further away, which is what happens when you let go. Your mind looks like it's going even more crazy. You get even more sleepy. You think you're getting nowhere. But the Buddhist donkey has faith. Have faith. Come on, please. Let go. Because the carrot goes so far away, and you think you're going absolutely crazy. This is a hopeless retreat. You're not getting anything. That carrot of peace, happiness, wisdom, insight is even further away than it's ever been before. But then a magical thing happens. As long as you don't move, as long as you keep the faith and be still, that carrot starts to come towards you. And it's amazing. You don't have to do anything. You're not chasing the carrot. Now the carrot is chasing you. And it comes to its normal position about 2 feet in front of you. Just your normal state of mind. But this time it's coming towards you. At top speed. Peace, joy, insights, enlightenment is coming towards you. And what do you have to do? All you have to do when the carrot comes so close is say, "Carrot, the door of my mouth is open to you." Come in. Got it. And then you're enlightened. Easy. So, that's what we mean by letting go. You've been working hard enough already. Now let go. Sure enough, you think when you let go of craving, the mind gets even more crazy. That's just the carrot going a little bit further. Wait. Hold still. Don't interrupt the process, and enlightenment will come towards you. Some of you experience that already. You're sitting here, you let go, it gets crazy for a while, and then it starts to stop. And it gets peaceful. The present moment is easy, the mind is silent. You get beautiful breath, and nimitta comes up so easily. Wham, bam, you're in. That is how you overcome that first hindrance of desire. The second hindrance is our ill will. Of all the hindrances, that is the worst. Because all of you have got so much ill will towards yourself. Sometimes towards me as well. It's very tough being about, when is Ajahn Brahm going to stop? It's okay for him, but not for us. Sometimes you give a talk and it's, come on, it's 9 o'clock. Can't we finish? I want to meditate. I want to go sneak off and go back. When all the lights are on, I can see everybody here who's sneaking off and who's staying here. Sometimes you get ill will. Now the problem with ill will, it doesn't make matters easier. It only makes matters harder. If you have ill will, especially to your mind, stupid mind, come on, watch the breath. If you have ill will towards the mind, what happens? The mind gets even more crazy. I've already said the mind goes on strike. For those of you who've got children, if the child is upset or is not feeling well or is scared and you put it to bed at night and it can't sleep and you have to go and help your kid go to sleep, what do? Do you look at that child and say, "Get to sleep or else"? Do you grab it by the throat? "I warn you, better go to sleep"? Do you think the child will go to sleep that way? No. You've got to be kind to that child. "Dear child, kind child, I'll tell you a little story. Shh." And if you're gentle and you stroke your child, you'll feel so comfortable, it will soon go to sleep. That's how you calm your child. That's how you calm yourself. If you've got a crazy mind, "Oh dear mind, shh, calm down. Everything's all right. Ajahn Brahm is here. You're safe." I told a story today about the Nalagiri meditation strategy. Have you heard that one yet? This is another original patented Ajahn Brahm story. Many of you, when you were young, going to Dhamma school as a child, or you may have heard this when you took your own child to the Dhamma school, you'd heard one of the episodes in the life story of the Buddha called Nalagiri. What happened, this was one of the assassination attempts against the Buddha. I think they gave this elephant a lot of alcohol, and he went absolutely crazy. He was a mad, raging elephant. And they let him loose along the road where the Buddha and the monks were coming on arms round. And all the monks, the people said, "There's a wild elephant coming this way. Get out of the way, hide." All the monks except 2 ran away. Actually, some of the monks climbed up trees. But the two monks were the Buddha and his faithful, devoted disciple Ananda, who stood in front of the Buddha. Take me rather than the Buddha. It was one of these noble acts of sacrifice. Absolutely useless, but noble nevertheless. So the Buddha kind of, get out of the way, Ananda, it's all right, I can deal with this. So there he was. It was like high noon, Nalagiri versus the Buddha. And there was this huge elephant charging down the road at this helpless monk. Now, what did the Buddha do? The Buddha had huge psychic abilities. He was a powerful monk. If he wanted to, he could have caught Nalagiri by the trunk, swirled him around his head 3 times, and thrown him over the Ganges. Just like if Superman could do that, the Buddha, the original super monk, could do even better. But did he do that? Did he fight force with force? No. He started spreading loving kindness. Kind elephant, dear elephant, if you trample me, that's all right. The door of my heart will be open to you. If you want to pick me up in your trunk and throw me around, that's fine too. I'll give you forgiveness. You know, sometimes people ask forgiveness of me. I'm getting so tired of people asking forgiveness of me. It takes up so much of I'm a very busy monk. These days I give people forgiveness for the 3 time zones. You come to me and ask forgiveness, I give you forgiveness for everything you've done by body, speech and mind, intentional or unintentional, in the past, in the present and in the future as well. So you never need to bother me again. You take it, you're forgiven. So the Buddha just gave absolute forgiveness, past, present and future. Nalagiri, whatever you do, it's okay. Now when the Buddha does that sort of loving kindness, the door of my heart's open to you. I mean that. I wish you well. When you have that degree of loving kindness, it becomes irresistible. If you're a mad elephant, you just can't hurt someone like that. They're just too soft. They're just too lovable. They're just too cuddly. And so Nalagiri he just couldn't bring himself to trample on the Buddha or kill the Buddha. And because of that kindness, just his mind went just so soft. And he stopped in front of the Buddha. He put his head down, and the Buddha just started stroking him on the trunk. There, Nalagiri, never mind. It's not your fault. Just someone gave you alcohol. It's okay. Shh, you'll be okay. Now that's what I call the Nalagiri strategy. So what that means, if you've got a crazy mind, which is like a mad elephant, and some of you had the mad elephant crazy mind on this retreat, don't fight it. Say, oh, crazy mind, that's okay. You're fine. The door of my heart's open to you, crazy mind. And if the more rampaging your mind is, the more you have to do the Nalagiri strategy. And if you let your mind be crazy like that, after a few seconds your mind is kneeling down in front of you, absolutely subdued, peaceful, kind, even getting close to jhana. There, mind, it's okay. That is how you deal with a crazy mind. With kindness. The more you try and control it, the more energy you give it. So the more mad you are, the more you need kindness. What's wrong with being mad? That too is not part of the 5 precepts. We don't have madness, viramani, sikkhapadam, samadhi. So because of that, you know not to fight with ill will. Even restlessness. What happens when the mind is restless? Why is the mind restless? It's because you're not content with what you have. Thinking somewhere else would be something nice. It's like sometimes you look for the food which you have at lunch or breakfast. You look at this. Maybe not that. Maybe I have some of that. No, not some of that. Some of this. No, not some of this. Some of that. You look for what's on somebody else's plate. I'll have some of yours. Restlessness is you're never content with what you have. You always want